What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Jerome. I'm coming to you today with a review for Black Ink Crew Chicago, episode 16, the season finale, and the episode was titled. Let's see, what is this episode titled? Welcome to 9 Mag. Again, I believe that's what it's called. I can't be 100% sure. Yeah, welcome to 9 Mag again. I'm sorry to come on the camera. You can clearly tell that I've been crying and all that kind of stuff. And I said it last week that today would have been my mom's 69th birthday. And I'm just going through a lot of stuff right now. I'm not in the best place in my life right now. And it's even harder not having my mom here with me to help me with all the stuff that's going on in my life. So, I'm just having a really, really rough time right now. And I'm trying my hardest to get through it, but I just don't know how to get through life without the one person that was always on my side. So, bear with me while I get through this video, because I'm going to get through it. But if I break down, if I just start crying, just bear with me. I'm going to try to get through this as best as I can. Alright, I'm so sorry about that. So, let's start this video off. So it opens up, it has Ryan, he's in the car, it's him and Four and some other people in the back seat. And, they are talking, and then, Ryan's talking in his interview. And he pulls up to, the Loyal Ink shop, formerly the 9 Mag shop. And then he walks into the shop where, you got Don, you got Van, and you got Charmaine. And I'm assuming Danielle was there. And he said, and he says, "Welcome to 9 Mag." So, we fast forward 1 week earlier, and then Ryan is at this event where he's speaking, and, he's talking about he's at that event because, the event, it's about, creating empires in the city and all that kind of stuff. And then, he just wants people to know, who he is and all that kind of stuff, aside from the stuff that's been in the media and all that kind of stuff. And, when he was there, the day of that event, it was actually his sister's, I think it was her 44th birthday, he said. And, he's talking about how she was a victim of gun violence and all that kind of stuff. And, the panelists asked him, why did he decide to stay in Chicago instead of going to, New York, LA, Miami, Atlanta, anywhere. And basically the reason why Ryan decided to stay there is because Ryan wants to be inspiration to the people, which I'm like, okay, if that's what you say, Ryan, you be an inspiration to whoever you want to be. I mean, I get it, he wants to stay there and he wants to inspire people to, in his community, say, hey, look look what I've done, look where I've been, and, you can do the same thing too. So I get that part. I'm not going to go on trash Ryan on that. All right, and then over at Loyal Ink, you got Don, you got Van, and you got Cobra. They are, having fun, horsing around and all that kind of stuff. And then, Charmaine comes into the shop. And, she's telling them how she sat down she went to talk to Ryan and all that kind of stuff. And Van gets in his feelings like the big Tasmanian devil that he is. He just gets puffed up in the chest. And he's like, why did she even go meet with Ryan and all that kind of stuff? And Charmaine is like, the reason why I went to meet with him is because I want to get, squash the beef, dead the situation, move forward, have peace and all that kind of stuff. And like I said again, Van is in his feelings about this. And Van is basically like, for him, he don't need shit from Ryan. He don't need an apology. He don't need nothing. Which I get that. At this point, Ryan has said what he said. He said, fuck y'all. So why do I need anything from Ryan? I can say I'm sorry till the cows come home, but, it's not going to change how Ryan feels about anything. So I definitely get that part. And then, Charmaine says that, well, Lily is also working for Ryan and all that kind of stuff. So now Don is getting mad and all that kind of stuff. And, he's at this point, Don is over Lily's bullshit, which I think everybody, the cast is over her bullshit and the fans over Lily's bullshit at this point. Nobody fucks with Lily. So Don actually takes it upon himself to tell them that he wants to be the manager because he's been at the shop the longest and all that kind of stuff. And, Van and Charmaine basically agree, hey, if this is what you want to do, take over the shop. You run it the way you want to run it. We just going to be here to do the day. Charmaine's going to be there to do the day-to-day stuff. And Van is just going to be there so he can do his tattooing and all that kind of stuff. So basically, there's no more. They all are, part owners and all that kind of stuff. Now it's Don as the manager. So they decide that they need to, have a hiring party, to find some new artists. And I'm like, what the fuck is a hiring party? Like, you don't want to have an interview. You don't want to post a job ad. You don't want to go to a job fair. You don't want none of that shit. You just want to have a hiring party. So basically, it's going to be a bunch of drunk ass motherfuckers trying to look for a job. Okay. Same shit y'all always do, right? Just have parties just to have a party. Kind of like Toya from Married to Medicine. Okay. All right. So then we got 4. He is talking about how he came back to, LA and all that kind of stuff. Chicago. But he does need to get back out there to LA to, finish up this project with London on the track and all that kind of stuff. So, Nikki walks into the apartment and, she's saying she got some news and all that kind of stuff. And, she tells him he sent a naked video to a female. So then she shows him the video. And in the video, you got 4. He's, he got his chest shot and, he's going down toward his dick. But then out of nowhere, he takes the camera and puts it on his ass. I was like, whoa. Why are you sending a female a video of your ass and not your dick, not you jacking off, not you doing anything, but you gonna send the female a video of your whole ass? Like, I was mad confused by that shit. Like, a video of your ass? Like, what do you want her to do? Eat you out? Stick a dildo up your ass? Stick a vibrator up your ass? Like, stick a dick up your ass? Like, what was the purpose in you sending that girl a video of your whole ass? Like, I'm still confused by that. So, he basically tells Nikki that he was trying to set up a threesome. So Nikki was like, okay, if you're trying to set up a threesome, call the bitch up and let's get this popping. And she kept saying, call her up. But that was bullshit. He wasn't trying to set up no threesome. I still don't know what he was trying to do, but he wasn't trying to set up no threesome with that girl. And, he's basically, so when it comes down to him sending this video to this girl, he places the blame solely on Nikki because, he's talking about, him and Nikki haven't had sex. She don't show him any kind of attention and all that kind of stuff. And so Nikki's like, wait a minute, so this is my fault that you send this bitch a video of you naked? Like, what the fuck? Now here's the thing that you should have did. Like, be a little bit smarter. Don't send a headshot. I know you got prominent tattoos that are, people know, but if you're gonna send a video, at least cut off the head. They won't know who it is. And then if you got tattoos up here on your chest and all that kind of stuff, go further down where there's no tattoos. So that way, when it comes back to, Nikki and all that kind of stuff, you can be like, that's not me. Look, that's not my ass. That's not my dick. Shit. You can say my dick this, my ass that, da. And she would have been none the wiser. But you went ahead and put your whole face in the shot. You fucked yourself right there when you put your whole face in the shot. And, basically talking about how he don't want to lose Nikki and all that kind of stuff. And she asked him how many videos did he send to the girl or send out, period. He never answered that. So Nikki, she was mad, which she had every right to be mad. And she decided to, just leave and say, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this. Let me go. I'm done. And I forgot to mention, she did throw a shot at Ashley, talking about in her interview, she's not Ashley. I'm like, I thought you and Ashley was cool, but okay, if that's what you say. Like, damn, that was a dig at Ashley, but it is the truth. Shit, Ashley does take Don back for all the shit that he does. Like, literally, especially this latest thing he did with the girl on Instagram. Like, we all know that Ashley's taking Don back, so that's not even gonna be a shock or a surprise when it happens. So back over at Loyal Inc., I cracked up at this scene when Van said to Charmaine, let me fix your frontal. I'm like, this nigga just dogged the shit out of her, talking about let me fix your frontal. So, Charmaine talking about, nope, it's so down, so you ain't touching it. And then she trying to run around, and all that kind of stuff. So then the dude that she works with at the radio station, the one that she sat in with when he interviewed Nipsey Hussle, and, he comes in. So basically he came in just to get a tattoo from Van. So, him and Van go back to the back so he can do the tattoo. And, he asked, Van asked him what does he want. He said free thinker, so he wants it tattooed across here and here. And, Van asked him, so what does free thinker mean? And, he gave him the explanation of what free thinker means. Don't remember what it meant, but, what he was saying, I understood what he was saying, but I wasn't really 100% listening to him. So, Van does a tattoo, which was a badass tattoo. Like, I really like that. Like, this is the thing with this show and the New York version. Like, all the bullshit they do, they are talented as people. Well, the ones who do tattoos, they are fucking talented as fuck. But they go through so much bullshit throughout the course of the season. Like, y'all are talented as fuck, but y'all go through so much fuck shit. Like, put y'all's work on display more often than, I know it's a show. I know we like the drama and all that kind of stuff. But balance out the drama and your work. Like, and that's the other thing that Van was like, with this man being a big name in Chicago, if he does, with him doing his tattoo, that could be a boost for him. He can put his name out there and let people know who did the tattoo for him. So that can be a win-win for the client and for Van himself. Like, that's what I'd like to see more often with this show. Promote your business. Like, it's okay to have the drama and the fuck shit and all that kind of stuff, but at least at the same time, be, business minded and promote your tattooing and all that kind of stuff. That's what I want to see a little bit more next season. And I know we're not going to see it with New York. And speaking of New York, I am going to review New York, but New York was 2 hours tonight, and I had other shit to watch. I had Black Ink Crew New York, Chicago, New York, American Horror Story Apocalypse, Real Housewives of Dallas, and Big Brother. So I am going to do Black Ink New York. It just might come up tomorrow. All right, and then we got the dummy, Charmaine and Nick. They out on a date. And while they on this date, Charmaine decides to tell Nick that she is late. Her period, it comes, she always knows when the period is going to come. So, again, she's late. So, Nick is telling Charmaine how, he's not ready to be a daddy and she's not ready to be a mother either. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I get that. He wants to be, he wants to know what the next step is for him and Charmaine. And she says to take the pregnancy test, raise the baby, and get married and all that kind of stuff. Now, here's my thing when it comes to Neek and Charmaine. And I'm not even going to put the blame solely on Charmaine. I'm going to put it on Neek. Because Neek wants to talk about how he's not ready to have a baby. But you clearly fucking Charmaine without a condom. Charmaine is clearly not on birth control. So, obviously, your ass is ready to have a baby. If you sitting here fucking her, no condom, and you just shooting up the place, like, nigga, you are ready to have a baby. Like, you know the risk involved with having sex with your girl. She not on birth control, and you not using a condom. 2 + 2 = 4, nigga. Like, what do you expect? Common sense, the birds and the bees. You are running the risk of having a baby. But you want to sit here and talk about you not ready for a baby. Now, my thing with Charmaine is the way that Nick comes down on you, like, girl, why the fuck do you want to have a baby with this nigga if he keep telling you you're not ready to, talking about you and all that kind of stuff? Like, that would be a red flag in my eyes. Like, you know what? It just ain't gonna work. I don't want no baby with you. I don't even want to get married to you. We can, stay together. But, if you're gonna keep, down on me and all that kind of stuff, this is not gonna work out. But again, like her daddy said, he raised a dummy, and she clearly is a dummy. All right, so then we got Ryan and we got Ford. They are in the car together. They, driving around, not quite sure where they're going. And, Ford is telling Ryan that Nikki is gone after what he did. But he's saying that, he immediately owned up to it, which it took you a few minutes to own up to it. And then, Ryan wants to know what he's going to do, which I don't forget what he said he's going to do about Nick and all that kind of stuff. But then he also asked him about L.A., and also Ryan tried to give him some advice based on the whole shit that's happened with Ryan, with, the cat situation and all that kind of stuff. And, he does tell Ford that, even if he does go back to LA, that he'll always have a spot at, 9mag and all that kind of stuff. And, Ford is talking about how he wants to be a part, of the business side of the tattooing. And I'm like, but what about your music? Like, that's what you've been talking about this whole season, your music, but now all of a sudden you want to be on the business side of the tattooing, but whatever. And like I said, Ryan told him no matter what, he always has a spot at 9mag. So, like I said, they were driving. Now they do pull up to the Loyal Ink shop. And, Ryan is talking about how he got a call from management and all that kind of stuff. And, they telling him that the lease is for sale. Basically because, at the Loyal Ink shop, they're not paying the rent and all that kind of stuff. The door has been left unlocked and all that kind of stuff. So, they basically want Ryan to come back and take over the shop. And if he takes over the shop, all is forgiven. And I'm like, that is complete bullshit. First of all, if they're not paying rent on that place, why the fuck is the management letting them stay there, but they supposedly not paying rent on it and all that kind of stuff? That is called squatting. Like, that is illegal. So they would have grounds to evict their asses if they're not paying the rent on, okay. And then also, so earlier in the season when Van said he met with the management people of this property, they said that they weren't fucking with Ryan because of all the stuff that Ryan did in the shop. The bullet holes, all the loud parties and all that kind of shit. Like, none of this shit makes sense to me. Like, it's bullshit. From day one of this season, I thought, maybe by the middle of the season that, some way, somehow, the Non-Mag crew and the Loyal Inc. crew would have merged together. But we get it at the season finale, and like I said, I still call bullshit on it, because if they're not paying rent, why are you still letting them tattoo in this shop that they're not paying rent for? Like, none of that made sense to me whatsoever. Like, I just really didn't understand that shit. Alright, so then we got this scene where Neek is at home and Charmaine comes in, and she's saying that she's still late. So, she says, I know that this is not what you want. Clearly, it's not what he wants. He told you that multiple times, but whatever. And, Neek says that basically, if Charmaine is pregnant, he's not going to walk away from her and he won't abandon her. True enough, it's not what he wants, but, if she's pregnant, they got to deal with, the repercussions of having sex without a condom or birth control. So the camera crew goes into the bathroom with Charmaine, just like what Mona Scott did on season 1 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with Jocelyn, while she takes the pregnancy test. And I'm like, do we have to see this? So she takes that pregnancy test, and then she takes it back out there to Neek, shows Neek the pregnancy test. She is not pregnant, so they are not having a baby. Neek has dodged a bullet with this one. Next time, strap up, or at least get your girl put on birth control, like one of those two. Like, use some type of birth control if you don't want to have kids. It's that easy. Like, really, it's that easy. Buy a condom, do whatever. Buy a condom, get a Plan B pill, whatever you gotta get. Just be safe if you don't want to have a kid. That makes more sense. Alright, so now we have this Loyal Inc. hiring party. So this is bullshit. Like, I've never heard of a hiring party. So you got a party full of drunk ass motherfuckers who just want to apply for a job, but then again, they're drunk, so they're not going to really remember much about the interview after they sober up. They're going to be like, I think I did something last night, I don't know what I did. So, they're having a good time and all that kind of stuff. Now, you got two people that they interviewed. One of them, he showed them his work. He said he's tattooed a basketball player. And then this fool gonna sit here and talking about he got fired from his last job because he stole some chicken. And I'm sitting thinking to myself, like, so you at a quote hiring party that's a quote interview, but you gonna sit here and tell these fools that you got fired from a job because you stole some chicken? Nigga, if you stole some chicken, what else will you steal? Like, what? That's not something I would tell people. And then you got this other girl who I think was completely drunk, talking about piercings and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, when she was talking, I actually kind of tuned her out because I thought she was drunk, and I'm like, this can't be serious. Like, this is not serious. I just was sitting there like, this is not serious. So Ryan shows up. He got 4 with him, as like I said, some other people earlier. And he's talking about how he has a lease now. And then Don walks up. Don sees 4 with him, and he like, what the fuck you doing here with them and all that kind of stuff. He upset as hell. And basically Ryan, like I said, Ryan told him he has a lease. And then he was telling them how Lily said that, talking about all the shit that's going on at the shop and all that kind of stuff. And Charmaine says it's the same old shit as when Ryan was there. So then Lily walks into the shop, and they were like, well, what did you say to Ryan and all that kind of stuff? And she was like, I said that basically nobody's ever here but me and Cobra. Nobody's here to work but us two. I'm like, okay, Lily, if you say so. Like, That could be true, could not be true. But every time we see the cameras there, they're all pretty much there. But if that's what Lily wants to say, I'm really over Lily. I want Lily to go. Like, really, really want her to go. But then Don and Lily start to get into it with each other. And I'm like, where'd this come from? I mean, I get it. Don is pissed off at Lily. For one, she was on board with them from day one with fuck Ryan and all that kind of stuff. But now that, they on the outs and, Don and Van, they actually did try to help Lily out, especially when they were on their trip. But Lily is so full of shit. I can't stand Lily. What the fuck? She is full of shit. Yep. Okay. So, once Don and Lily stop arguing with each other, Don goes up to Floor and asks for when he's gonna tell me about this. He says, right now. I'm like, God damn, that's your brother, but you weren't gonna tell him about this shit until this exact minute? For you full of shit, you fake as fuck. Fraud. So then Flora walks up to Van and, asks Van, can he talk to him? And Van is like, absolutely not. I'm not here for this shit. So, basically, like I said, Ryan owns, Loyal Inc. and now 9 Mag again. And he still has that other shop, which I think is bullshit. I don't think he had that shop. I think that's why he never, really went through with, getting that shop up and running. But that was this season of Black Ink Crew. Like the video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys later on. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Black Ink New York. And I'm thinking about doing American Horror Story Apocalypse. I'm not 100% sold on that. I may and I may not do it, but we'll see.